Hey everybody, this is Virgil with Twin Peaks Off-Road. Had an interesting thing come in today. A customer wanted us to do a setup on a rear end for him. We do lots of Dana 44s and lots of Dana 60s, but in the past, we ran a lot of 44s in our Jeeps, and a real common 44 was the Scout 2. Scout 2 rear end fits in a CJ5 and CJ7 pretty well. Problem with them is they're fairly thin on the tube. So a lot of times we'll retube them and make them a little bit stronger so they don't bend. But this particular Scout 2 rear end is actually going back in a Scout. So he brought it in, needs new wheel bearings, needs new seals and what have you. And we're also going to put a locker in it as well. But what I wanted to show you was our technique for straightening these things. And we have an axle jig that we've actually built. This is my temporary jig that we use. We actually have one down in the barn, but for the light duty stuff we can bend them right on our setup table. So I'm going to have you take a look at what we're doing here. First thing, I built this bar. This is a chromoly bar, and I machined pucks that are basically the same size as the bearings that takes the place of the bearings. And the bar, as you can see, will go all the way through it, comes out on each end. I also machined a puck that fits a Dana 44. So this will fit the bell on a Dana 44. You can also use this same jig for welding on the ends if you wanted to narrow up your 44, or we actually can do it with a 9-inch as well. So anyway, I want to show you over here. This axle, when it came in, was actually about 3/8 of an inch out of being straight, and both sides were off a little bit. This side was off the most. So what we've done is we've jigged it up on our table. We're using a 30-ton jack to press it. We're using this for a straight. And basically what we did is we bent this tube back to the point of where it's straight. You'll be able to slip this in. Now before, you couldn't get that in there. Now you can get a wheel bearing and an axle in there, but what will happen is it will run a little bit crooked and it'll wear out your wheel bearing and it'll wear out your seal prematurely and you'll get leak. So now that we've straightened it, as you can see, you can basically slide it right in. It goes in like it should. We're going to push this through, go check the other side again, keeping in mind that our bar is a true, so the axle has to be true. And we're going to come over here on this side now, and we're going to show you that we got the same thing going over here. You can actually drop this in. This side wasn't off quite as much. It was off about, I'd say, 1/4 of an inch. And this happens with big tires, happens with paddle tires, any of that kind of stuff. A lot of times people will run paddle tires on the dunes, and that will cause these things to get a little bit off. So anyway, just wanted to kind of show you some of the things we do here, some of the things we're capable of. And this one, we don't like to straighten these things out. We'd rather put a Dana 60 in them, but sometimes it's not in the budget. So today, this is what we did. So that's about it. Again, Virgil with Twin Peaks Off-Road. We'll see you on the trail. Have a good day.